We are the Denim Dogs, defenders of the secrets of Camp Starry Nights. This is Star, our fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to us the day we held aloft our magic meteorites and said Constellation Transformation. We were infused with star power and became the Starry Nights. Together, we defend Camp Starry Night from the evil forces of the mysterious Star Eater. Starry Night is a tabletop role-playing actual play podcast run in the Soldier Moon system by Discami Games. You can help us in our mission. Just go to the Patreon or Ko-Fi linked in the show notes and become a booster of Bard Rock Network. Not only will you help us make the show, but you'll get access to booster awards like bonus content, roles on our booster bonus table, and seats at our community game nights. Now, on with the show!
Hello, and welcome back to Starry Nights. I'm Ryogla, or Ry for short, and I'm the quote-unquote head counselor for our all-femcast magical girl-themed TTRPG campaign. As always, I'm joined by my kooky campers of the Denim Dogs Cabin. Let's introduce them in Discord order. Give pronouns for yourself and for your character, starting with...
Hi, I'm Dami. I use she, her pronouns. I'll be playing Annie Winchester, who also uses she, her pronouns. I've got a very important question for you all. So, would you rather get mauled to death by a really big monster or let it kill a weird dog? It's worth asking, you know? I mean, here's the thing. I always thought I would be a not getting mauled to death kind of girl, right? But then the weird dog was in front of me. And the chips were down, and you find things out about yourself.
To be fair, I think the weird thing is gonna maul more than just the dog, so we might want to deal with it.
That we will. Alright. And now for our second magical girl here.
I think that's me. Hi, I'm Liz, she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Penny, who also uses she, her pronouns. And, important question, would you, maybe not as important as the dog thing at this exact moment, but would you, rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? Because I could cook all day, but I hate cleaning up afterwards, and the maid would be super helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the maid, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, and then things would end up where they belong, and then I would actually be able to find them, so that would be really cool. Plus she would clean up after cooking too, right? That would be awesome.
Really, I feel like just the cleaning up after cooking would be... You don't gotta clean anything else. I could take care of the rest of it, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then let's move on to our third magical girl here.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Vivi, and I am playing Lily, and we are both, she, her. And on the important question things, would you rather lick a toad or kiss the most annoying boy that you know?
Toad, you can throw it afterwards and not have to deal with it anymore. Annoying boys don't go away.
You just gotta make sure it's not poisonous, you know?
I will deal with poison, rather than a boy.
I mean, if you pick a hallucinogenic one, that would even out. That would then ruin the question. Never mind.
No, I mean, sometimes annoying boys can be cute. Sometimes.
Yeah, but it's the getting them to go away later part that's so difficult.
I get sick way easier than you do, too.
That's probably true.
So the toad's scarier.
Yeah, the toad is great already.
As I heard from all our beautiful magical girls, I did pose everybody to have a would you rather question, and they beat me to the punch here, but I have a would you rather question for all of you. Nothing quite as important as your all questions, but would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too cold. I don't like sweating.
Too hot. I'll just go sit in the water.
For too cold, you just put on more clothes. at a blankie.
See, but then you end up looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy and you can't move your arms.
That's fine. Blanket burrito.
I'm too cold all the time already, so I think I'm cheating on this one.
Would you rather be too hot instead then, or?
I guess I'd try it once. No, I don't think so.
All right.
On the above table, personal note, do not choose too hot. Middle age will get you. Very unpleasant.
I'm almost there, so yeah.
Too cold every day.
The living space heater, so he's always too hot, whereas I'm always too cold, so we tried to meet somewhere in the middle.
The fight over is the heater set to 68 or 70, and then the AC is running. The window AC, no.
All right then, so last time, our dashing heroines arrived to Camp Starry Nights on the shores of Candlewood Lake in Connecticut, and they were all assigned to the Denim Dogs cabin together. They quickly bonded over making a secret map out of the not-so-watchful gaze of their counselor, Katie. During the first night bonfire, an alarming bright light illuminated the sky, which resulted in the camp director sending everyone back to their cabins while an investigation went on. However, you all went out after a pathetic voice reached out to you in your heads asking for help. While looking for the owner of that voice, you were accosted by a strange wolf monster. You managed to find and save the owner of the voice, who was a cream-colored poodle with a bright white star on her forehead. She then told you all to say the magic words of Constellation Transformation to give you the power to fight the wolf monster. Now, back to the present. The wolf monster shields its eyes with a giant paw as your bodies all glow with a magical power imbued into you by the rocks that you picked up sometime between yesterday and a few minutes ago. You are subjected to a surreal, out-of-body experience as a rainbow light takes over your entire body. Involuntarily, you perform flashy, dance-like poses as unfamiliar clothing materializes upon you, one garment at a time. After the last garment shows up, you snap back into reality as you find yourself in one more equally flashy and impractical pose, and behind you appears a manifestation of a gathering of stars. All of you are now wearing an outfit that can only be described as a Girl Scout uniform, complete with a white t-shirt, a sash, a pleated skirt, figureless gloves, baggy leg warmers, white socks, a neckerchief, and a beret with a large white feather coming off the top. It also has a bunch of metal knight armor pieces, such as pauldrons that hang a couple inches off the shoulders, plate folds over top of the pleated skirt that look like flower petals, and altogether look like a star when viewed from above, a gorget protecting your neck, bracers over top of the fingerless gloves, and a pull-in just below each knee which holds your leg warmers up, and Sabaton boots with a little bit of a heel on them. The Girl Scout uniform pieces are one color, and the shiny knight armor pieces are another. Each of you receive the power of a different constellation, which manifests into different powers for each girl. So, in Discord order, which constellation has given you its power, what aspects has the constellation given you domain over, and what two colors are your joined Girl Scout uniform and knight armor, and do you have other small personalizations to your outfit? Let's start with Annie.
Annie Winchester is the Knight of Orion. She is wearing black armor pieces with more purpley highlights. The white clothing underneath is darker, a little more muted, a little more well-suited to hiding in the shadows. As she transforms and all of the armor pieces begin to manifest on her, also strapped across her back is a enormous hunting rifle.
Ooh, alright then. How about Penny?
Penny is currently still kind of a little dazed, but her costume is a darkish blue and almost olivey green. Her boots are dark blue, but most of the Girl Scout pieces are kind of an olive drab green, and where there is possibly skin showing on some of the other outfits, she is wearing just plain, like, black leggings. Her fingerless gloves are also kind of sky night blue, and she is Urania, the muse of astronomy, and kind of in a total for the muses of the science and arts. You can see kind of along the bottom of the skirt, there's little symbols for each one of the muses. And on her side, there is a handful of little trinkets and different kind of scientific equipment, including a almost like the pirate looking glass, half telescope, half kind of pirate looking glass.
All right, and how about Lily?
For Lily, the main color that you see is like a very dark emerald green. You know, the warmers and, you know, the skirt and the gloves and everything, all of that is that color. The only white that is left is the shirt and maybe a little bit on the boots. And then the shiny parts are kind of like a darker coppery color. And she kind of has 2 harness big pockets on her thighs for all the random things that she thinks she might need. And she is triangulum.
What is your aspect?
As of right now, it's water and earth, but there's a third one that she cannot quite pick out.
So, you all had a beautiful and elaborate transformation sequence, which would last a whole minute or so if this was airing on television, but in universe, this transformation is instantaneous, which probably doesn't help with the feelings of surrealness you're probably experiencing. So, what are your reactions once you realize you've transformed and you're probably looking at yourself going, what am I wearing?
It goes from skirt, what, to pockets!
Okay, so how's this supposed to help us?
Oh, what the fuck?
In the scramble, Annie seems not to have noticed the gun on her back yet.
The wolf monster looks stunned for a second, but goes back to staring at you hungrily. Oh, you've got weird matching outfits now. So what? I'll still eat you, and that little dog too.
Oh my stars!
The poodle seems to have perked up a bit upon seeing you all in your magic uniforms.
You really did receive the power of the constellations. That means you can do something about the corruption that's affected this monster.
And that means we are now going to roll initiative as we go into the tutorial battle. Initiative is 2d6 plus your combat stat. Now, for the audience, the Soldier Loot system has something very interesting about it. In many other TTRPGs, you have archetypes or playbooks, such as how there are barbarians, wizards, and rogues in the TTRPG that shall not be named, or in Monster of the Week, there are playbooks like The Chosen, The Monstrous, and The Meddling Kid. Well, there's none of that in this game. Players are encouraged to build their characters as they go, working off a template. But because of this, any players who make their own characters rather than use the defaults in the book will always have their own unique character by the end of the campaign. I think that's the real beauty of this system. Don't you agree?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think once we get the hang of it, it's going to be a lot of fun. Right now, though, I'm a little confused.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming.
It doesn't help that this system is pretty much brand new. Like, they had the Kickstarter, last year, and I just got this book earlier this year, so we're kind of playtesting in a way.
Magnificent.
Alrighty, so what is the initiative score that you guys have rolled?
You said plus combat?
Yes, plus combat.
I got a 15.
Penny got a 14.
Alright.
It's a 9.
9, and the monster apparently also rolled a 15. Let me figure out how ties are supposed to work for... It says something like they're supposed to go at the same time, so I guess Annie's going at the same time as the wolf monster.
Interesting.
Alright. Annie and wolf monster are up first. So, what would Annie like to do with this monster just towering over her? Oh my god, wrong word. That's a completely different vibe with cowering.
I think Annie, she's very confused, and she's having a really hard go of it right now, and so I think that her survival instincts start to kick in, and in this moment of pause that seems to have affected everyone, as the monster stops to comment on things, and Star stops to comment on things, I think that by the time everyone finishes talking, the camera refocuses on where Annie was, and she has disappeared. She's gone. And I want her to try and dart into the brush to try and hide.
Alright then. The monster huh? I thought I had one of those little rats here. Where'd she go? So he's just looking around for Annie and has no idea where she is. As a result, she's going to turn to one of the other girls where he can see her better and says, "Never mind, I'll deal with her later. Let's deal with one of you instead." So he's gonna start sauntering over toward, let's say, Lily, seeing as I believe Penny's still at the bottom of a cliff after being knocked off.
Okay, so he's basically, getting pretty close.
Yep, so for combat rolls, it's going to be 2d6. Where are the rules? Yeah, it's...
Would powering up my force field be considered an action? Or is it just there?
I think I was looking at this recently.
An attack roll is normally an opposed roll. The target gets a defense roll representing their attempt to dodge, block, or parry the attack. The attacker's total roll equals or exceeds the target's defense roll. The attack is successful and damage is usually applied.
Yeah, so I think, if I'm interpreting that correctly, you get to roll the force field essentially as a reactive roll when you're attacked. Right?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. How do I do that?
It is 2d6 plus your combat stat, which would be your defense.
Okay, that is 8 on the dice, 6, that's 14.
Alright, I rolled a 7, and I will tell you right now, this monster's combat stat is 5, so that'll be, I can't do it, 13, so that means you would avoid the attack, or it bounces off your force field in this case.
Okay.
Alright, so that is the wolf's attack. Andy, are you doing anything other than just hiding?
That's a good question, actually, that I want to kind of get a feel for. How much am I allowed to do on my turn?
It says you are allowed to combine an attack with limited movement, such as charging toward an opponent, or a description of a colorful maneuver, like, I grab the end of the flagpole and swing around to jump on the monster. That kind of thing, so I guess go nuts.
Alright, fair enough. I think once she gets into the underbrush, she finally notices the thing strapped to her back and pulls it around and examines the rifle closely. It's got this ivory sort of vibe to it with these spirals of metal across it. And just kind of taking it in stride without thinking too much, begins to take aim. And without thinking, she says, Bellatrix Ricochet! And she launches a bullet, and it goes past the creature and hits a rock and bounces off and hits it from another side, so as to obscure the direction that the attack actually came from.
Alright, in that case, let's roll defense. Well, you're attacking, I'm defending here, so... What'd you get?
I use my combat stat, right?
Yes, it's 2d6
That's a 14
plus...
then.
Alright, I got a 12, so the monster's going to take the damage. And
Okay, that's 2 damage from that attack.
Alright, so the monster's like, ah, that hurt! Where the hell did that come from? And he's just looking around. Now, it is Penny's turn. What is she going to do?
So am I, like, fully down a cliff? Or am I just kind of, like, rolled down a hill a little bit? 'Cause that's 2 very different things.
Well, it was like this, there's a walking path up the mountain, and it's like you went down a couple tiers of that walking path that goes back and forth gently. So you're partway down a gentle slope.
Okay. Can I still see well, or am I, like, far enough down that I'm getting a little bit of dirt, a little bit of scuffling, and that's about it?
I'd say you could. This monster is pretty big, so you can see like the top of his head.
Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Gotta get closer. Penny. Yeah, she's gonna scramble as much as she kind of can. Hopefully up to maybe like the next wrap of the walkway. She's patting down her side. She's like, what the hell is all this for? And she is gonna go ahead and, not really knowing what the stuff on her side is for, just pick up the biggest rock she thinks she can huck. And can I see where Lily is?
I'd say the monster's like lumbering over her, blocking her from view.
Okay. So, question. Force field. Is that specifically a force field to protect us, or is it just I can create a force field?
I think it's meant to be like you put up a magic barrier around yourself, so.
Dang, because I was like, well, can I trap it?
Yeah, it's meant to be like a defensive maneuver.
I mean, that is defensive, trying to trap it. Okay, and as far as empower goes, can I basically inspiration a friend if I can't see them?
I mean, if you're going to like shout out to them, say, hey, fight stronger or something, if they can hear you, that should work. It depends on what kind of empowering you're doing. Like, are you going to give them some sort of cheerleader pose or something? They would have to see you. But if you're like saying something to them to empower them, then that would be just as long as they could hear you, it would work.
So if it's a, say, tactical observation, it would be something I could do. Okay. I've got a dozen questions. I am so sorry.
That's fine. We're learning as we're going.
Does the wolf creature appear to be a male? Does it sound like a boy?
I always sound like a girl because I am a girl, but yes, it is meant to be a male presenting wolf creature.
Fabulous. I know nothing of alien wolf anatomy, but I know boy anatomy. And they tend to have a pair of targets that usually drops them pretty well. So I'm gonna scramble up as much of this hill as I can. I'm gonna chuck this rock at his head, and I'm gonna shout I'm like, hey, it's a boy! Hit him in the bolos! For tactical strategy, and I will use Empower to hopefully give some sort of benefit or something that they can use.
Alright, so Empower, I believe, is you're spending some of your energy in order to give energy to another magical girl. So, in this case, what level Empower do you have?
I have it at 4. I don't know if that's right, but that's where it's at.
Yeah, everyone should have 4 as part of the template. You don't have to do all 4 at once. You can spend up to 4.
I don't know that, so it's 4.
Alright, so you would spend 4 of your energy. Also, back to Annie, you spent however much.
I spent 2.
You spent 2.
Actually, it was 1. My bad.
Alright, so yeah, you spend energy in order to do one of your special attacks. And in this case, you're back to Penny. For Empower, you would spend 4 of your energy to give 4 energy to Lily. Speaking of, it's Lily's turn.
So Lily probably at first totally got distracted by her pockets, after the attack, and it was just going through the pockets, completely distracted. And then, she'll look around and be like, and try and figure out where everybody is and what she's supposed to be doing. And then I think just out of complete impulsive, she will throw her hands in front of herself and yell, "Flood attack!" And she will try and attack with water, her aspect.
So just a full-on hydro pump from Pokemon.
Completely out of, not even thinking, just full-on blast impulsively at, I roll for combat, is that it?
Roll combat, 2d6 for combat, yes.
Alright, that's 2 2s plus a 6, that's a 10.
I also rolled a 10, so I think, let's see. Yeah, it says if the attacker's total roll equals or exceeds the target's defense roll, it is successful. So that means beat beats, and you do the damage.
Alright.
How much damage did this?
Alright, remind me how to roll for damage.
It's whatever level your attack is. I think it's times 2.
Attack is level, let's rank 1, so 2. I don't know if the aspect comes into it. It's like,
no, that's like if you're like trying to manipulate nearby water to do something without actually doing an attack roll.
Learning every day.
yeah, so she just blasts it with water. No thought, just complete impulse.
Are you taking the advice that you got into effect, or are you just blasting just his chest?
You know what? Since she was distracted, let me roll for, did she even hear the advice? I'm gonna say, even she heard it, and uneven she didn't. Even. So then she would take it into consideration, yes.
Alright, so that means she blasts his nether regions with water then?
Yeah, if I can reach it from where I'm standing, if there's like an angle.
I mean, you're basically shooting water at him, so if you aim down, you could probably get him in the nether regions.
Yes, she'll probably angle it that way then, yes. At least try and be a good listener.
Upon being blasted with a ton of water in the nether regions, it's not going to do any more damage, but it's going to make him go, "Ah!
Unpleasant."
And he just staggers back a little, giving you a little more room to maneuver. And it's at this time that the little poodle that the wolf monster at this point has basically forgotten about jumps down the hill down to where Penny is and says,
"Oh my stars, it looks like you've been hurt a little bit. Let me help you with that."
She just goes over and she jumps up to Penny's face and just sort of gives her a little on the cheek, and you recover 2 health because she has the healing ability.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Woo. Thank you.
No problem. I'm here to help.
And with that, we're back up to the top. The wolf monster and Annie are attacking at the same time.
Annie, I'm gonna use a bunch of my stuff that I have real quick. So Annie has the wall running special movement, which lets her run up solid surfaces.
So you're just gonna do like a Naruto type thing where you're just bouncing off of trees?
Specifically, I'm going to have her run up a tree and post up in the branches of it.
That's fair. I'll accept it.
Once she gets up there, I want her to take some time to line up a shot and examine the monster. Now, I also have the combat technique Judge Opponent, which lets me judge an opponent's combat ability and remaining health through observation alone. So I would like you to tell me what this monster's combat stat and remaining health are.
Alright, so I kind of already revealed that his combat stat is 5, but now
Fair
you
enough.
officially know that it's 5. As for remaining health, you can see that it didn't really like getting wet very much, and that bullet also did a number out of 2, so I would say you're probably looking at 9 more HP.
Okay. In that case then, yeah, Annie just is gazing down the sights and keeping a bead on the monster. I don't want to attack this turn. I want her to spend this turn lining up this shot. Can I get, some sort of bonus on my next roll for that?
You can. I will give you a minor advantage, or I think it's called a minor edge. Either way, you have 1 more dice to work with to get a better roll.
Cool.
Alrighty. As for the wolf monster, now that he's backed up a little, he's just looking around trying to size up more targets, and he realizes, hey, that stupid little dog is helping. I gotta do something about that. So he turns around and he starts scrambling down the hill, and he's going to try to attack Star. So I only have 2 dice here, so I guess my first roll is gonna be for the wolf monster. I rolled an 8 plus 5 is 13. Star, on the other hand, her combat score is not great, so I'm gonna hope for a better roll. Oh, I rolled like garbage. Her combat stat is only a 3, and I rolled a 3, so she's just going to straight up take.
So, question.
Yes?
Star was like up on my shoulder to give me puppy kisses and save my life.
Yes.
Can I use force field as basically a reaction? And since she is on me, would it cover her?
Sure. If you want to roll combat in her stead, sure.
I don't know if that's doing good, but yeah, why not? I got a +5. You only live once. It's game 2.
Force field also reduces damage, I think.
Yes.
So 2, 6, 5, 8 plus 14.
Alright, I think I said 15s for the monster, so
You did.
It's not going to protect her completely, but seeing as there's only a difference of 1, Star's only going to take 1 damage. And she's like, ow! That hurt! Oh my stars! Please help! She's actually a little more healthy than you would expect of, so even though that took a nick out of her, she's not like going to fall over like a stiff breeze would take her out. So that's the wolf's attack. Now it's Penny's turn.
Oh, the force field costs 2 energy to use.
Yes.
Good to know. Alright. We're at -6. Cool. Tight. Well, this thing is right up on me. And I've got no sense. Because obviously I'm 18 and immortal. I will go ahead, pat my pockets with all these little trinkets again, kind of look at them, real confused, grab the looking glass telescope, kind of heft it in my hand. Okay. And I've heard the others saying cool attacks. Telescope attack! And I just wail on this, smack the thing in the face with the telescope.
So you're using a telescope like a lead pipe.
Basically, yeah.
Alright, let's roll.
Alright, so 2, 6.
I rolled
5
snake
again.
eyes, so you actually do double damage.
Whoo! I'm glad you rolled Snake Eyes, because I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Alright,
So, 9, and then you said it for, as far as damage, it's just plus, or times 2 the rank, right?
correct. And times 2 on top of that, because I rolled Snake Eyes, so you catch this guy off kilter. You know what? Actually, how about you were the one who gave the advice, get him in the crotch, so you decide, bam, right in the crotch.
Basically just uppercut swing, right between the legs. The telescope holds up surprisingly well. I'm like, oh, that's good. Kind of take a step back, put myself in as much of a defensive position as I can, and once you run out of energy, you drop your form, right?
Right. That's what's supposed to happen, but
great. Fabulous.
For this battle, I'm going to say you just you're not going to be able to do your special attacks, because the thing is, after this, we're gonna get like the explanation and everything. So.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm down to 1 energy, so you can definitely see things like. I would say Penny probably looks a little flickery as far as the cool new form and her normal clothes. She's flickering a little bit, but she doesn't look hurt. Just a little tired.
All right. How much damage did you do, by the way, with that critical attack?
4 damage.
All right. So that means we're on to Lily now.
So Lily's been watching this and trying to figure out how she can best help, and what she would like to do is there anything between her and the monster, because it came straight at her, right? So
right, and then it went scrambling down the hill toward Penny and Star, so now there's just nothing but hill between you two.
She would like to use her power of flight and kind of just like whoosh down that hill, just like enhance her, and then like smack into the monster and attack it kind of like an unrushing flood and just like pow.
So you're using a different attack, power attack, or just
I would think. That,
Alright, I was just asking if you were using a special attack or if you were doing a...
Yeah, I'm thinking it's because she's not really running, that's why I want to use flight. It's more like, zoom in, like down there, and, just like maybe she's pulling earth from the soil, and it just covered her fist, and she's just gonna knock it straight on the nose, if the nose is available. Because she saw a documentary during Shark Week where it says you're always supposed to hit the shark on the nose. So now we're gonna hit everything on the nose because it will hurt.
It's not exactly a shark, but go ahead.
It will hurt, and maybe it will run away. All right, that is an 8 on the dice plus a 6 in combat. That's 14.
I rolled an 11 plus 5, so that's 16. So. He hears you coming, and he just puts up a giant paw to take the rocky fist and doesn't take any damage.
Hello!
But now he's got 2 targets to worry about, and Annie's still hidden away.
Yep. I think Annie says, "Don't worry, Lily," and she leaps forward out of the tree, and she pulls a lever on the rifle, and a shell pops out, and as she shoves the lever back forward, the gun shifts a little bit, the barrel lengthens, and a scope sparkles into existence on the top of it. She takes aim and she goes, "Starlight Reticle!" And as she fires the gun, a huge beam of energy fires out, and little stars around her like zip out and arc towards the monster. I'm using my really big other special.
Ooh. Alright, let's roll combat.
Oh, yes. I get an edge on this, correct?
Correct.
That's a 19.
A 19, so did you roll box cards or?
I rolled 2 6s and I have a combat of 7.
So you got a starry success! That means your attack is going to do double damage.
Well, that's fucked up. Because this attack deals 6 damage already.
Oh my god, you just would the Starlight Reticle attack as it's going toward the monster. He has no idea what's coming. He just sees a bright light. He's like, "Arr?" And he just looks as he just gets absolutely blasted. He's just completely engulfed in light, and you hear "Oh!" as he just howls in pain. And with that, the monster has been defeated. As you blast the wolf monster with your Constellation magic, eventually its body is filled with light and explodes into stars. After that flashy finisher, what remains is a normal coyote. It shakes off the rest of the starlight in its fur and sets its front left foot down, howling in pain. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Annie slowly flutters down to the ground after having done the attack, and then darts forward to check on the other two. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Oh my stars! Don't go anywhere! Starry Nights will return after these messages.
If you love stories about pushing past your limits, listen up. Universe Zero is an anime-inspired actual play podcast with 2 unlikely heroes, Marvin, a Nolian alien searching for who he's meant to be, and Dart, a Froggle mechanic chasing the dream of becoming a true martial artist. Step into the world built on courage, heart, and growth. And the best part? Their journey unfolds through a custom-designed anime tabletop RPG system crafted from the ground up to capture that shonen energy, explosive power-ups, and those emotional moments where you break past your limits. If you're ready for friendship, determination, and that unstoppable shonen spirit, join us. Search Universe Zero on YouTube and Spotify and start your journey today.
And now, back to the show! Oh my stars! That was such a wonderful attack! You've definitely got the hang of it quickly.
Look, I've shot before. It's fine. Lily, Penny, are you all right?
This was a little crazy, but yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And then she turns back to Star, and then she is about to say something, and then she looks to the coyote.
The coyote is sort of just kind of seeing as he wants to run away, but his foot is injured. He's just sort of like staring up at you guys like, please don't hurt me. How about someone roll soul to try to approach the coyote without startling it or convincing it that you're not going to cause it any further pain. So for the audience, if I don't specify a target number, it's the default number of 12. And seeing as you're all still transformed, you still get the +1 soul for being in magical girl form.
I would love to do that. I got a 7 in soul, but if somebody's better...
I've got an 8 in soul, but I would be
Guess,
happy to let
she's
do it
very
if you
impulsive, so she would probably try.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an 8 on the dice, a 7 soul +1, so that's...
+1
so
for
that's
being
16.
a magical girl form, yes. Alright, so that is a pass. You have convinced the coyote that you're not going to hurt it. So now that you're next to it and it's looking up at you like, alright, you're not gonna hurt me. Roll a mind to figure out what's got this poor thing yelping in pain. It's trying to hide the source of the pain, so I'm gonna bump the target number up a little bit to 15.
Alright, and is that just me, or can everybody try and figure it out?
I mean, you're all nearby, so if you fail, somebody else could take
Will I get a
over.
+1 on this one too for being a magical girl?
it's only +1 soul, so it's your straight mind score.
Because now that's a 6 on the dice and the 6 mind, so that's a 12.
So, yeah, that would be what it would be normally, but somebody else want to take a crack at it?
Yeah, she's probably like,
Sure.
huh, it likes me. How did I do this? Looking at her hands like, huh. 14?
14. So, that's not quite it either.
Alright, there's one more.
Yeah, 15 is a pretty hard score to beat, but
Is there a way that we can combine and do it together?
You could help each other, and I'll give you a minor edge. Give you 3d6, take the highest two.
If we do that, who got the highest mind of us? I got 6. Alright, then let's just hold hands. She says, alright, you know what? Let's hold hands and let's figure out what's wrong here. And then let's roll again. And then another d6. Also, would judge opponent here actually help? I mean, just above table for the next time, might that give us an edge?
I would say so.
I do have that. That's a good... Yeah.
Because I have that too.
I would
You
say
also
so.
have that?
So that's why I'm wondering if maybe next time we're doing something like that, maybe that will help. All right.
Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I would say...
So what if it... Should it be a major edge then, since we've got 2 edges?
It would be an edge for both of you, but if you want to help each other, that would be a major edge, yes.
Well, we're helping, and she has judge opponent.
Yeah, I'll say that, sure.
I wrote a 3, a 4, and a 5, so that's a 9 on the dice. A 6, that's a 15, and then the...
Alright, so... when I'm asking for more dice, it's... take the highest two, so...
Yeah, I took the 3 away. So it's 9 on the die, and plus the 6, it's a 15.
Alright, that's a pass. So, you're able to grab the coyote's paw that you saw it howl upon putting its weight on earlier, and you notice that there are 2 little bite marks on that paw underneath all the fur, and you have a feeling that this might have something to do with what's going on. And Star comes over, she's like,
Oh, my stars! I think you should be able to fix this paw up and the poor little thing will be alright. Does anybody have the ability to heal?
Yeah, I do. We're still holding hands. Yeah, now that they helped me figure it out, yeah, I think I have healing. It feels like I do. How do I know that? This is all so weird. And you're still talking.
The magic of the stars should be able to tell you if you have the ability to use healing magic.
Yes, you got healing at rank 2.
So you heal up the little coyote's paw.
Yeah, and I think it looks like, while she's holding the paw, it's like a little bit of water and a little bit of earth and a little bit of something kind of glittery, like swirls around the paw while it heals.
So after you heal up the coyote's paw, it puts it back down, and it doesn't howl in pain anymore, so you have healed the coyote. So, is there anything anybody else would like to do with this coyote before it runs off?
The impulse of make everything, friend-shaped.
Yeah.
You'll be okay now, and let's go off the paw.
Okay, so everybody just gives a little scritchy scritch, and the coyote is surprisingly docile for a coyote. And then it just looks at you, it gives a little yip as thanks, and runs off.
This is the weirdest thing ever. And she just stands there with her arms kind of like akimbo, and looks at her outfit, and looks at her hands, and looks at everybody else. Y'all look cool, though, but this is the weirdest thing ever. The dog's talking. We got a tag. I just healed somebody.
It's at this
What is
time
going on?
Annie kneels down and picks up Star and says, "All right, now you've got some explaining to do."
Hey, not to be a buzzkill, but maybe we should get back to the cabin before explanation, since we're already going to be in trouble.
And make sure we're not seen like this. We're never going to live this outfit down.
Your magical girl outfits disappear, and the poodle's like, "Oh, my stars! We're finally safe." As if that was a trigger word, the poor little dog passes out. And yes, are you gonna say something or?
No, it was more a shock, like it passed out.
So
Annie looks to the camera, incredibly annoyed.
the sun is starting to peek over the horizon now, and you are extremely exhausted after using your new powers, so it's probably time to head back to the Denim Dog's cabin anyway.
Let's do that. Trudge.
Annie
back
takes
to the
off
cabin.
her jacket and wraps Star up in it to, sort of hide her. And then, we'll get headed back to the cabin.
Alright. Then, do any of you want to do anything before you wind down for what little sleep you're going to be able to get, considering what time it is, or?
Do we maybe want to, go wash our faces and not look like we were rolling around in the ground for hours? Maybe just me, because I was doing shit, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say speak for yourself.
Can I actually use my water aspect for that? To get us
Sure.
clean?
Just, prestidigitation in the TTRPG that shall not be named?
Yes, kind of like a glittery water swirl effect around, me and my friends. Probably not all at the same time, because we're not very good at this yet. Just maybe impulsively, she twirls her finger, and it goes around Penny, and it's like glitter, 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 clean, shiny, ping, ping.
And
I gotta come up with a cool name for that.
Do that in turn for each of your friends as well.
Yes. Maybe it's swirly clean. Does Star need healing, or is just exhausted?
I think she just needs a good night's sleep, or an attempt at a good night's sleep, considering what time it is.
Yeah, if the fur is dirty, we're gonna do another swirly clean, and then it's like, alright, you know what? This made me so tired. I haven't been this tired since hiking with Dad. Never mind, let's go to bed.
At the same time as you were all fighting the wolf monster, your counselor Katie was in another part of the woods searching for you all. "Hey! Penny? Annie? Lily? Are any of you three around here?" Katie repeats each of your names as she looks around the forest with a flashlight. Sometime into her hunt, she hears some rustling in the brush around her, which gives her a start as she quickly sweeps her flashlight over to where the noise came from. Nice try, but you're not going to trick me again. Katie's trying to sound brave because she's supposed to be your adult to look up to while you're at this camp, but it's pretty apparent from her shaky voice that she's really scared too. It's unclear whether it's because she's afraid something's happened to you, or if the night scene of the woods is getting under her skin. Either way, she approaches the bushes where she heard a noise, then quickly swipes the branches away while exclaiming, "Aha!" The smug look on her face quickly disappears, as does the color in her cheeks as she stammers, "Snake? I don't think that kind of snake is endemic to Connecticut." Seconds later, there's a loud scream that startles a bunch of nearby birds and causes them to fly off. The next morning, you all wake up in your beds back at the Denim Dog's cabin. In the middle of the night, the poodle somehow climbed up into the bunk over top of Penny and is now curled up in the middle of the mattress, snoring lightly. What do you do?
Breakfast.
Annie committed to not sleeping and has just been kind of staring at Star all night. She's been, reading, but just periodically looking over. She is waiting for Star to wake up.
Somehow she just sort of sleepwalked up into the top bunk of the bed. So it's even though she was moving, she was like, me, as she's climbing up the ladder somehow.
I'll catch up with you.
Alright.
I'll bring back Danishes.
Danishes are good.
Eyes all, sticky, hair standing in all directions, very tired, and just like, yeah, but she's had pastries. I want a bear claw.
As if on cue, you hear,
Bear claw? Where? Oh, my stars!
Oh, good, you're awake.
Huh? Where's the bear?
It's food. They just call it a bear claw because it sounds funny.
Oh, my stars, how embarrassing. Wait, you three weren't a dream?
I guess the talking dog wasn't a dream either.
Nope, I'm definitely real. And I'm Star. That's with 2 R's. I'm a magical warrior from a faraway galaxy tasked with protecting the constellations in the sky. I sense a great threat to the cosmos that's building strength on this world. A threat that could bring about the end of the universe as we know it if left to its own devices. However, I lost much of my power in order to complete the journey to make it to this world safely. Therefore, I need your help. The constellations have chosen you three to be their champions. Will you help me, Starry Knights?
You'll just hear them muttering, that explains why the dog can spell. Yeah, we help you, I guess. It's not like we can stop now. I mean, if all of that was real, then I wore a pretty crazy outfit.
Oh,
I mean, it was pretty fun, but no, hang on, slow down. What do you mean? Help you with what?
we've defeated the threat that could bring about the end of the universe as we know it.
Okay, sure, that's pretty vague, you know that, right?
Yeah, I kind of don't have too many details myself. I was just kind of told, hey, there's a big threat. Go do something about it. And next thing I know, I'm rocketing through space to get here.
So the threat was here already.
Maybe? Not entirely sure about
Why'd you
that.
go rocketing through space then?
Wait,
Because-
so folks just said there's a problem and chucked you at it?
Yeah, basically.
That seems incredibly unfair.
Kinda is, but hey, I'm a defender of the universe, so I'll do whatever it takes to help.
Hey,
Are-
Star?
Are we sure that the people you're working for aren't the bad guys?
But of course they're the good guys. They're protecting the constellations in the sky, just like me.
Hey, Star? Can I talk to my friends for a second?
Okay?
She, hops down from the bunk and tries to get the other two over into a huddle.
group huddle.
Hey, okay, so, I know, yeah, obviously it's hard to walk this back, right? But I think it's, it's worth considering. Maybe, if Star's bosses are that careless with Star, maybe we should put a few stipulations on, our participation in this. I don't want to be treated like
Veto
that.
rights, definitely veto rights on whatever we're doing.
I'd make a joke about how we're about to unionize, except that would be referencing, a little indie game that I don't want to steal the concept of.
And Star's just looking at you guys with a little head tilt, she's still basically a dog. She just happens to also talk, and she's just doing the head tilt that dogs tend to do.
Now, she might look all super cute, but there's an alien in there, so we do have to make sure that, and plus, there's a whole bunch that she doesn't know, so we definitely need to make sure that we have veto rights for whatever she decides we should do.
Sure, yeah.
That and some caffeine. Yes, let's
think that's
do
also a
that.
good idea.
Let's say provisionary, yes, we just gotta haggle out the specifics after breakfast.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I haven't eaten anything for the past 12 light years.
Have you been listening to our group huddle? That's really rude, Star.
I'm a dog. I have really
Well,
good hearing.
that is rude, and manners matter.
Sorry. I'll try to not listen in. It's hard to do so when I have dog hearing, though.
Yeah. It's just when we say we want to have a private conversation, that means no listening.
At least pretend not to have listened. I mean, like...
But you mentioned food.
We'll figure out the teaching of manners. Let's just eat.
Fine.
First.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no talking to anybody but us, because they're gonna think you're weird. Give yourself away. No, dogs don't talk here.
Okay. Woof woof.
Yeah, that's perfect. Do that.
How are we gonna explain that there's a dog here? I don't think we were supposed to bring pets.
We'll figure that out later. It's fine. Katie is definitely gonna check in on us, and we'll definitely figure it out when we talk to her.
Maybe we just found the dog.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's not a lie, you know?
No, and it's the perfect mascot for us.
Yeah, it's a... Oh, Star, we gotta put you in some denim.
Yeah, we gotta find her a bandana, too, so that we can claim that's our mascot now.
Okay, I'll be your mascot.
Yeah, this chatter is all happening as we're on the way to the mess hall.
One of you has Star in your arms as you're walking to the mess hall, and everybody's like staring at you like, where'd they get a dog from? At the mess hall, you can hear the din of many different campers just talking among themselves. A lot of them are talking either with existing friends, they're talking with their fellow campers in their cabins, or they're just like trying to mingle among one another, but it is loud. And not as many people are paying attention to you and this dog that's in your arms now that everybody else is just focused on food and chatter and just camp life in general.
Caffeine first. Whatever they have. I don't know if they give us coffee, but tea will be there, I guess.
Tea is acceptable.
I was gonna say, I don't think they would have coffee out here because they don't want everybody to get all hopped up on caffeine to that extent, so you got herbal tea, so there's like a table set up, one of those rustic log cavity type tables that's just got a big, whatever you call it, with where they warm it up and it's like hot water in there, and then it's like you got little tea bags.
So I think Lily will guess she also has a bunch of pockets in her non-magic girl form. She will just pull a packet of chai out of her thing and I got a couple more. Anybody like some chai? That's from one of my mom's.
Chai's good. Chai's good.
She just started loving it after traveling. So, and she'll give her friends each a tea bag of chai tea that she's been stashing. You can add milk, but you don't have to.
Alright, so at the nearby, at a kitty corner from where you are, there's just this large setup of a buffet, and then there's a lady who just looks like your typical lunch lady with thick black glasses just sitting over the table. She's just sort of making sure that everybody gets their fill, and she's just staring at you guys because it's you guys just walked in. It's are you gonna be getting some hot food or what?
They have bacon. Sorry, you would love bacon.
So
I'll take a peek. Do they have bacon?
We ran out of
She
bacon.
leans.
Well, okay, some eggs it is.
Bacon is popular. It goes very quickly.
Gotta remember that for next time.
Got any ideas for what you want? I could probably tell you if they still got it here or not. My name's Agnes, by the way. I'm in charge of the mess hall here.
So nice to meet you.
Hi, Agnes.
Pleasure's all mine. Sausage? Well, after the bacon went, sausage is the next best thing, so sorry you missed it.
Alright, well.
Hey, Agnes?
Yeah?
Can you tell us what is left?
Well, we got the mystery mush here. And then she just like lifts a lid, and it's basically oatmeal with questionable looking stuff mixed in.
Do they have like a little bar for you to add stuff to your oatmeal?
Yeah, there's like a little bar that has like brown sugar, not grapes, raisins,
Maybe some
that
nuts.
kind of thing. What?
And that's it?
Well, you guys are kind of late to the party, so you gotta live with what's left.
Do you have peanut butter? I like putting peanut butter in my oatmeal.
There should still be some over at the oatmeal
All right,
bar.
and then so she will, get herself a bowl of that, and then she will like whisper to Star.
Mm-hmm.
They have like the little packets of peanut butter that look like they just got taken out of a freezer not too long ago, so they're still half
She
hard.
will grab a whole bunch of them and just shove them in her pockets and hold like two, one for her and one for Star. You're gonna like the peanut butter. My auntie's doggy loves peanut butter.
Okay, that sounds delicious.
I think Annie goes and grabs a few little tiny sugar packets from the tea station, and then just puts straight sugar.
And then she looks
on
around.
hers.
Is your honey? Honey is good when you're running out of energy. If they're in package, grab a couple for your pockets.
There should still be some honey left.
She's stashing like a chipmunk, but it's her pockets, not her cheeks.
All right.
Are there like
yes?
bagels or toast?
There's like the most soggy looking toast left, or like undesirable flavors like onion bagels.
Onion bagels are the best. I don't know what you're talking about. Penny kind of stumbles over there and just, not even being subtle, just starts like, grabs 5 bagels and just walks over to wherever she can toast them.
I would say leave some for the other campers, but you kind of are the last campers here.
Yep, and nobody likes onion, because they're wrong.
Alright, so you've got your breakfast and a few things for Star 2 from the sounds of things.
Yep.
Now it's a matter of finding somewhere to sit. Because, as Agnes said, basically everybody else is here and they're all chatting along with one another, so there's not a whole lot of room
Since
left.
there's 2 of us who have judge opponent, can we together figure out the best place to sit? If there's multiple places that we could squeeze in, that we find the ones with the least mean girls?
Yeah, I would say that you're able to look around and it's like, oh, there's one spot here that looks like 2 people could sit, and then another one at a kitty corner, so there would be 1 person in between you guys, but otherwise it's basically the most room that you would be able to have for yourselves here.
So she said, "Hey, look, what do you think about right there? Should we go sit there?" Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Alright, so you're gonna sit in that spot?
Yes, just try not to bunk too many people on the way there, excuse us, sorry, oh no, I didn't mean to, okay, and flutch, sit down.
So there's this one boy who's sitting in that one spot where I said they were sort of in the middle of where you would be, 2 on one side and then 1 off to the other side of the table, and then there's a person between you guys. He's just looking at all of you, and he's just gets nervous because oh my god, I'm suddenly surrounded by girls. Yes.
Very friendly introduction. Hi, I'm Lily. These are my friends. Look, there's Annie and there's Penny, and look, there's our mascot, Star. Star loves bacon.
You have a dog? He's just super shy, but it's he sees Star and he just sort of perks up a little bit. He's like, I like dogs. I miss my dog back home.
Yeah, we think she got scared by the whole light show and nonsense last night, and we found her kind of outside. So we figured we'd just hold on to her until, like, somebody comes looking.
She can't just run around in the woods by herself. There might be coyotes. That's not safe. Or hawks.
Yeah,
What kind of dog do you have?
My dog's a German Shepherd, so...
Oh, a German Shepherd. So cool. Yeah, with that one, you do not have to worry about the hawks picking them up. That is a good protective dog. I love it. What's your dog's name?
Bullet?
So a fast dog. I love it. And she'll start eating, like, trying to squeeze out, just like massaging a peanut butter thing for Star, while shoveling food in her mouth with a spoon with the other hand.
And Star just like... But the boy's like, my name is Ben. Does dog have a collar? I don't see one on her.
Yeah, that's why we're kind of holding on to her until somebody comes looking, because, like, if she had a collar, we could just take her to the office,
how do you
but...
know her name is Star, then? Or did you name her that?
That's just what we've been calling
just
her.
calling her dog seems rude, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, look at the little mark. And she points
that
at the
definitely
forehead.
looks like a star. It's weird how blatant it is. Usually when dogs have markings, they only kind of sort of look like something, but that definitely looks like a star to me.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Here. He holds out a piece of bacon, and Star takes a moment to sniff at it before going, like she snaps it out of his hand. He's like, whoa, real feisty one there. I guess she really does like bacon.
She must be hungry. I mean, she was lost, and we didn't really have a lot to feed her overnight, since we couldn't leave the cabin.
That weird light was all about. It kind of scared me and made me miss Bullet even more.
Yeah, that is weird.
Which cabin are you in again?
Denim Dogs!
I'm with the... Let me think of this something. The Green Geese cabin, so he just shows off his green bandana. It's like, you have a cool color. I've got this stupid green. It's like, it's not the green that you would usually think of when you think of a green. It's sort of like a gross olive green, because it looks like this bandana is used and abused and might have needed a couple more washes before it would go back to its normal color.
I mean, green is a nice color, but I agree. This one needs some washing. I do have some hand washing stuff. So if you want to wash your bandana later, just let me know. I can get you some hand washing laundry detergent.
Okay, I might take you up on that.
Yes, please do. It's in a squeezy tube.
At this point, he just sort of doing more small talk with you guys, but actually all of you, roll body to see if you notice anything particular around the mess hall.
Ooh, nice. That's a 5 and a 6 plus a 4 in body, so that's 15.
15 is plenty, so Lily would be the one to notice that there's a very nervous-looking director, Rose, who's just sort of like looking around, like he just entered the building and he's looking like very nervous.
I'm not sure who's sitting next to him, but whoever of the girls is sitting next to me gets a good elbow. Check out Director Rose. She looks so nervous. What do you think happened?
To be fair, all the counselors look constipated, so...
Yeah, but that is extra nervous. You think that has something to do with last night?
I mean, probably. Half the hill blew up.
Good point.
Not that we know or saw it.
At this moment...
You think they're gonna let us know?
At this moment, the director finally looks in your direction, and he perks up a little like, there they are, and he starts making his way over, and he says, there you are, the Denim Dogs. he has a rather dour look on his face after addressing you. I noticed that you're here without your counselor. Do you know where she is?
No, she went to get me an ice pack for my ankle last night, because I kind of tripped, and anyway, she came out here to get an ice pack, and then she just never made it back to the cabin, and then we overslept.
We did, honestly.
Yes.
We didn't even get to have any
How
bacon.
terrible. I definitely need to talk to Agnes about supplying more bacon. No, actually, probably need to make a call to our suppliers for that. Anyway, I suppose that means... Oh dear. And then he starts walking away after that, and Ben's just like, yeah, I noticed you don't have an adult with you. He, points further down the table, and there's a counselor with a bright green bandana who's just chatting away with a bunch of the other campers next to her. She's, completely ignoring Ben as she's just having a little chat with the others. So he's like, I was kind of hoping I could hang out with you guys, but I guess if you don't have a counselor. Cadian never seems to have made it back to camp last night. How curious. That's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Hey there, fellow campers. We all had fun here today, but remember, violence should only be used to solve your problems as a last resort. But if you want to continue to see us solve our problems with violence, consider supporting our show by going to the Bard Rock Network Patreon or Ko-Fi, linked in the show notes, to become a patron today. Did you know boosters get their own area on the network Discord? And we make annual crossover content exclusively for them? Well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Until we meet again.